losing streak is over as the Florida Panthers beat the Chicago Blackhawks 4-0 in the BB&T Center. It's the first shutout ever at home for the Florida Panthers, and it is the first time we have shut out Chicago at all since '98, back when John Van Beesbrook did it against Chicago in Chicago. So a big win for the Florida Panthers after coming off a 4-game skid. Things weren't looking good. This had to be, without a doubt, the best game the Florida Panthers have played all season, as it was just a total team effort. You know, guys were back checking great. You know, Lou was able to seal all the shots. Penalty kill was phenomenal. Power play, despite not scoring, going 0 for 3, and now is in a midst of a 0 for 25 skid. Looked absolutely really good, especially the first one. So again, I think if we get a couple of power play chances tonight against Tampa Bay, we are easily going to score. And the most dominating period definitely had to be that first period, as again, we just came out just with so much energy against them. We kept Chicago, I believe, for almost like 8 minutes without a shot. We outshot them at 1.6-0. As Smith scored, Campbell scored, and then Howden scored with 2.1 seconds left in the first period, making it a 3-0 lead for the Florida Panthers. And then we got the last goal by Mr. Ekblad, as he scored after coming back from being injured for 4 games. We went 3-1 during that span when he was injured. Comes back, and look at what we do. So, as much as I've said in the last videos, I really don't like being a 1 or 2 player team, but it seems like we are a 1 or 2 player team. So, hey, I'll take it. So, a win is a win. Now, also in this game, and I think a lot of people don't like Mitchell, but Mitchell is now on the injured reserve list. He's injured. Obviously he was out, and Peary also sat in this one. And again, I think the things people are saying is a lot of trade rumors are going around, thinking that he's going to get traded and all this stuff. Like, guys, he scored. He's 9 goals he scored so far this season, 22 points. He's going to beat last year's point projection that he had last year. He's on pace. He played all 46 games prior to that last night's game, and had about, I think it was like 22 points. Like, he's on pace technically almost to score about 16, 17 goals. That's not bad. You know, it's not last year's great. And I think that's what the problem people were thinking. I think people are thinking, oh my God, he's going to score like 30 goals this season. You know, he's going to be the savior and stuff like that. And, you know, he's been somewhat inconsistent. I'll admit that. But still, you know, I think him sitting down, we should not trade him. I don't think we should trade him. When people are talking about trading him and stuff like that, and then they're talking about getting Buffalo, I'm like, dude, I personally don't see him as a good fit for the Panthers, and I just can't pinpoint why. You know, if anything, we need a winger, stuff like that. But hey, whatever. What do I know? Again, I am just a fan and stuff like that. And a lot of you guys are. You're not GMs. Let Dale Talon do what he does best and trade for a guy, and let him decide who would be the best fit for the Cats. Let's just enjoy this ride. You know, we finally won after losing 4 in a row. We're still on top of the division, 3 points against Tampa Bay. Imagine that, man. Who would have thought? You know, Tampa Bay and the Florida Panthers fighting for a playoff position right now, or first place in the division. That's just nuts, man. I hope this continues. And honestly, I'd like to see us get second and third, respectively, us and Tampa Bay Lightning, and we play off in the first round. That will be an intense rivalry. It really show that hockey can be played in Florida, and fans will come. And speaking of, oh, guess who got another sellout? These boys. Whoa, baby, yeah! And they say hockey don't work in South Florida. Team wins, people come. Right now, the Heat are in the shitter, so people aren't going to want to go see them. They're clinging to a playoff spot. And Florida's the hardest team right now in the NHL and in South Florida, so people want to see them. I expect another sellout, especially with Tampa Bay in town. Again, it would be awesome if we can get another win. Go build a nice 5-point cushion against Tampa Bay. And I think we'd be able, as long as Boston, Detroit loses, keep that bubble up over those teams that have a little bit more breathing room after having, I believe, almost a 7-point lead in the division, but after the 4-game losing streak, we kind of slipped a bit. So, yes, that's all I got, guys. Awesome win for the Cats. Definitely a complete game. Definitely need a full 60 minutes again in this game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So I will see you guys after that game. I'll probably be recording it tonight. I don't have to work tomorrow after working 50-plus hours the last few weeks of work. This week will be a lot easier, so I'm looking forward to that. So, see you then.